Hey everybody, I'm Rudy Hodgson, and today with our official health plan partner Meridian, we're here to talk about stress management. And here to talk about stress management is midfielder defender for your Chicago Fire, Mauricio Pineda. Mauri, thanks for taking some time today.
Thanks, Rudy. Thanks for having me.
Mauri, we know being a professional footballer can be pretty stressful at times. How do you handle stress when it comes to the big games or the big moments?
I think our best way as professional athletes to handle stress is to do the right things. I think especially leading up to games, preparing in the right ways. I would say eating well. One important thing for me is breathing. One thing that I like to do is take 2 deep breaths before games. I think that helps me kind of relax and know that everything's gonna be all right and go into the game with a clear mind and prepared to, like I said, take on whatever challenges come my way.
You've been doing this for quite some time now. This is your 5th season with the Chicago Fire. Where do you feel the most stress in your everyday life, on and off the pitch?
On the field, it's always difficult as an athlete. Obviously, you want to compete to be the best. You want to be on the field at all times. You want to win games. It's difficult with a long season here, especially. You go through a lot of ups and downs, and it's important to always be aware of how you're feeling and how you manage that, whether it's talking to your teammates, talking to your family members, doing yoga. That's something that I like to do to just kind of calm you down, relax you, and help you get back to where you want to be.
Mauri, sometimes friends and family are not enough, and it's okay to not be okay. So what would you recommend to someone that wants to manage their stress in a positive way?
Yeah, I would say to definitely reach out. Like you said, sometimes your friends or your family can't help you the way that you need to be helped or that you want to be helped. We're lucky enough here to have Rachel, who's our mental health professional that we can talk to whenever we want, and it's a safe space. So we go to her and she maybe directs us to the right place, to the right help that we need, that each individual needs. So we're fortunate enough to have that here. I would definitely recommend that to any other person that's going through anything that thinks that maybe their family isn't enough or their friends aren't enough, to not have that fear to go out and talk to someone that can really help you, whether it's in counseling or a therapist or anything, to really feel comfortable to reach out and help you manage that stress.
Well, obviously you're a professional athlete, you've been at this for quite some time. How does being physically active help you manage that stress or even help you deal with it?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think one of the good things about being active or just playing in games, playing in training, is that you kind of forget about everything that's going on. That's the good thing about our sport. You go out on the field and you forget everything that's going on outside. But I think it's important to not just ignore that, not just use it as a way to get away from it, also get out and know that it's there and talk about it and really try to figure out what's the best way to go about it to fix it.
How do you feel after a workout or after a really good exercise?
I think it's important for anyone, or I would recommend, to get up and work out, because after that, like, you just feel so much fulfillment. You get up, you work out, you feel fresh, you feel mentally ready to take on your day. I think something about working out just makes you feel so much better and so much more ready to go.
Sometimes when you're starting out, it could be a little difficult. So what would you recommend to someone that wants to get out and be active, especially in the early stages when they're maybe not as motivated or maybe don't have as much experience as you?
Maybe the most important for me would probably just be to start slow. Don't expect to go out and get a full workout in the first day. Maybe start slow with a walk in the park or with a jog the next day. Just start to build yourself up and get to that level where you could kind of push yourself, push your limits. Preparing before games is not only training the right way, it's also eating the right way, sleeping at a certain time, waking up at the right time, getting my breakfast in, lunch, dinner, and then being ready for the game. So it's much more than just going out on the field and performing. It's about building habits and trying to do the right things on a daily basis.
Now, not everyone is a professional athlete, and a lot of people go through a lot of different things, financial stress, friends and family kind of stress. So how do you think people can go about stress if they don't know how to deal with it, or what if that stress just doesn't go away?
Yeah, I think it's difficult. That's what I was saying, that a lot of people don't really know how to handle it, don't really know how to cope with the different situations. That's why I feel blessed to have so many guys around me, so many people around me that are willing to help. So yeah, I think the most important thing would be to reach out to those around you, know that you're not alone, and kind of get it out there, not to be shy of showing whether it's you feel weakness for talking about stress. Otherwise, that's what I said, it's like a continuous cycle that you're just going through and kind of ignoring that stress that's constantly there.
Thank you, Mauri, for taking the time to talk about stress management and how it impacts your overall health. And thank you to our partners over at Meridian for allowing us to have this very important conversation today. If the stress is persistent, talk to a healthcare provider or connect with a local resource for help and support. In the event of a mental health emergency, call or text 988 or go to the nearest emergency room. Go to ilmeridian.com/get support for mental health care resources near you.